How's it going, everybody? Thanks for stopping by the channel. If you're new around here, which you probably are because the channel is fairly new, you will come to realize that we love rock climbing. We do it a lot. We do it a lot in the gym here in Toronto during the winter, and during the summer we try to get outside as much as we can. In today's video, I'm going to be building an anchor practice board in my basement here. This is nothing new. This has been done before by many people, I'm sure, and everybody has a different way of doing it. You can even buy them pre-made online and have them shipped to your house. But I wanted to try and build it on my own, just make it a little bit more customizable to the space that I'm in, and learn how to do something new. Just one quick important point before we get going on this thing is that I am in no way a climbing guide. I will not be going through any instruction on how to build anchors. This is solely just me fumbling my way through making an anchor practice board in a way that I think fits my environment, and maybe that will help you to make one for yourself that you can practice on at home. I am also new to building absolutely anything with any kind of tools, so I'm going to be probably making a few mistakes, but stick with me and maybe we'll get through it. I tend to leave the construction stuff up to the professionals at Woodness Goodness, but they did inspire me to take this project on my own and film it. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, first things first, we have the tools I'm going to be using over here. I have a 2 foot by 2 foot piece of plywood that I plan on mounting on this piece of wall right here. There's a stud that runs right down the middle, so it should hold it up. Not that this is going to be weight bearing whatsoever. It is solely just going to be hanging rope and various other climbing accessories off of it. You can get by with a few simple tools. Got a little household drill here, 3/4 inch drill bit. And then I picked up a few things, mainly the climbing hangers from MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op here in Canada. I also picked up a couple quick links and wrap rings so we can practice cleaning anchors as well, which will come in handy eventually, I'm sure. And then what I did is I picked up a couple 3/4 inch bolts, 3 to be exact, from Home Depot here, and then 3/4 inch T-nuts to screw into the back to hold those bolts. Again, not weight bearing whatsoever, but it will just allow me to make sure that these hangers are in there nice and secure so they're not spinning around, because as you know, spinning anchors is not a good thing. I've had to kind of jimmy rig a way to get these T-nuts into the wood because the piece of ply is actually a little bit thicker than these particular bolts, which is good because I really did not want them going through and sticking into the wall. So what I did is I bought a bit of a longer bolt to, once I get the T-nuts started, I can actually go through and pull it into the plywood itself with this, then take it out and replace it with these shorter bolts before I put it on the wall. Yeah, that's pretty much everything you need. Stud finder level just to make sure everything looks pretty, and yeah, let's go from there. Okay, so I've got these, I've got my measurements done and spaced in a way that the bolts are even, but then I also have one of them offsetting a little bit higher so that I could so they can practice building uneven anchors, because not all anchors are perfect, as if you're a climber, I'm sure you know. So I've laid them out kind of like this. I've got one of the hangers up a little bit higher, and then I'm going to put the other two, where are my markings right here, a little bit lower here. I mean, the difference is pretty marginal. You can't really tell, but when you're building, it becomes more evident. So yeah, that's how we're gonna structure it. Let's start drilling. Let's have at it. Measure once, cut twice. Is that what it was? I don't know. Okay, now that we have our holes drilled, we can try and fit these T-nuts in. Either just by like shoving them in, which you could whack with a hammer, which I will get and do in a minute. But this is also the reason that I got the longer bolt, is to seat these properly. So just gotta tap it in. Let's give it a little tap, tap, taparoo. Try not to be too loud. My wife is sleeping upstairs. She just got off night shift. Woo. She's gonna be pissed. Okay, that's probably good enough. Let's try these longer bolts here. So flip it over. Okay, yeah, that's hitting. Excellent. So yeah, I put a washer in here just so the bolt isn't driving into the wood. Cool, all right. So I've screwed the bolt into the top part of the T-nut. Let's tighten it. And all right, here we go. So 3 T-nuts in there. Pretty flush, looking good. Okay, so now that those T-nuts are in, nice and tight, the only thing left to do is put the climbing bolts in. So let's do that. I'll show you how I'm gonna have them set up. Yeah. It says up, so there we go. Okay, so this is how we're gonna hang. I have the 2 kind of sport bolts here, so it's mimicking a nice top of a sport climb anchor. I'll just tighten them down a little bit. They don't even need to be that tight because they just don't. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Look at that. It's a sight to see. And now, what is arguably the most complicated part, because I'm a little bit OCD, and when I look at things, I want it to be perfect, making sure that it is hung on the wall, nice and straight and level. So let's do that now, and then we'll be done and ready to practice. Okay, so I've got this area, like I said, that I want to put the board up on this wall. It's kind of out of the way from everything. It's just gonna look like a pretty piece of art when we're done. Climbing art, funny, haha. Okay, so you see that legit fail, that carpenter fail. Try to slide the pencil in there nice and smooth and almost lost it. Anyways, overthinking this. So I want to try and center this as much as possible. Yeah. Look at that. It's gonna be beautiful. I've already marked the center of this board right in the middle, so I know exactly where to go. And then I'll just put 1 there, and then I'll do probably 3 total, should be enough. Okay. Got these nice long deck screws that I bought to hang my hangboard, and they're long and they're strong. They can hang my body weight, so it should be more than enough to hold this up, even though I will not be putting weight on this whatsoever. All right, so let's, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pre-drill this so it's easier to get up there. 1 sec. Definitely waking up Lindsay. Definitely waking her up. Okay, got all the measurements done. I think we're about ready to hang this baby. This pristine piece of climbing artwork is going to really put the finishing touches on this room. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd. Okay. What do I need to do this? I need the drill and I need the board. If you want to protect your walls a little bit, I put just some spongy tape stuff that I found in my toolbox on the back here, just to kind of keep the metal and the wood right off the drywall. So you could do that, you could not. Your choice, your walls, do what you want. Okay, so I've got the one screw kind of pre-screwed in there already, just to make it easy. Gonna line this bad boy up. I find the advantage to doing the one right in the middle first is because then you can rotate a little bit, and if you're OCD like me, then you can make sure it's level. It's all good. Okay. So let's get this in. Oh yeah. Seems good to me. Could probably just go with that one screw. It's in there solid. All right, let's check the level real quick. Now we're just getting kind of crazy. Minor details. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's get these other two screws in here and call it a day. Tighten this one up. All right, we're set. I think it moved, so it's not hanging evenly now. It's still pretty level according to this. Okay, how's it look? Okay, that's it. That does it. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's basic, it's all it needs to be. Sturdy. All right, so yeah, now we can practice our lead clipping as get the rope out, because if you watched our last video, you could tell that we were kind of slow at that. So now we can really work on that, work on the technique without having to do it on a climb, make that whole process easier for us, as well as building anchors, so which is the whole reason I built this in the first place. So now we can practice this before we go out, make sure we're efficient, make sure we know what we're doing, make sure we're being safe, and yeah, that's about it. That's all you need to do. Not a very good anchor, but that's a trick. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. Hopefully this helps you if you decide to build your own anchor board at your house. If you don't want to build it, then just go buy one. There's a few companies that make them. Very accessible. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. Probably not going to do any more of these building videos, but there's definitely going to be some more rock climbing, road tripping, camping, and all that sort of thing. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Just like your name, you're making your way back home.